Hi everybody, Michelle from Michelle's Craft Corner here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a simple card using the Birthday Blooms stamp set, and this is a 3-in-1 video, so we're starting off simple and then just adding some more detail. So a really lovely card that pops with just some stamping and coloring. Let's get started. So here is just a quick look at that basic card. This is just some simple stamping and coloring. So this is going to be our starting card, and then to step it up a little bit more, we're just going to add a little bit more detail to that flower, a little more detail on the petals. And for our third version, we're going to add just a little bit more detail on those leaves, and we're also going to pop it up using some dimensionals. I don't know if that's as noticeable on the camera, but just cutting that out and popping it up. So to make this really simple and easy card, today we're going to be using the Birthday Blooms stamp set from Stampin' Up. Make sure you can see it here. Here we go. Which is just a really nice stamp set. The one I'm using today is the wood mount, but it is also available in clear as well. So just a really nice big flower stamp on this one. Besides the stamp set, we're also going to be using some basic black archival ink, and we're going to be using the 2017-2019 in color markers. Now I really like these because not only does it have this lovely shade of pinks, but it also has the greens as well. So a really inexpensive set of 5 markers for 15 bucks that really can do a lot of really pretty pink flowers with. Besides our markers, we're going to be using the powder pink card base today. And this is one of those in colors that we're going to be using, and also the Whisper White for our front and inside. For the glue, I'm going to use Snail, but you can also use the liquid purpose glue if you prefer. And then to cut it out at the end, we're also going to be using our paper snips as well. So lot of simple products today, but this should be a pretty quick and easy card. Now, because the majority of this card is going to be coloring, there will be some fast forwarding in this video, so it won't be as long. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start by getting that piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is of course cut at my favorite size, the 5 inches by 3 3/4. So I'm going to take that, and then we're also going to go ahead and take our stamp set. This lovely giant flower. Isn't that just so pretty? We'll go ahead and ink that up with our archival ink. It's a little big, so I like to kind of stamp it all over, just to make sure I got it. All right, just like that. We're going to just stamp it straight in the middle. Straight up. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment in the corner. If you don't like the Dear Friend, there's also a For You in this set as well, so that can kind of cover anybody. Just going to stamp that in the corner. Just like that. Okay, so now we have that good to go. Move that off to the side here. So now we're going to go ahead and switch to our coloring mode. For colors today, just for the base, we're going to be using the powder pink marker, and then also the lemon lime twist. I'm still getting used to all the names. So those are going to be our base colors. You guys ready? Here we go. So there you can see this is our basic card, just colored. And what I do next is just glue that straight onto my powder pink card base for our first card example. So now we're going to go ahead and move to our next version. That is this one. So the main difference between these two is I added a second color from these wonderful markers, and that is this really pretty shade of pink, the Berry Burst, which is hard to grab out of the thing one-handed. There we go. Okay, so the Berry Burst. So for this one, I don't know if you can see this, I'm just going to be hitting a lot of these little creases and corners, so all these little lines, with the marker to make it pop. Now here's a close-up so you can see what I mean. All right, let's cue the fast coloring. And there you have it. This is version 2. So very simple. All we did is we went around each of the edges of those petals and just added that darker shade of pink on all those little detail lines. All right, so now we're going to move on to our third and final version. Now for this one, I did stamp on the cardstock and then I cut and glued the flower pieces on top. You see that? And just threw some dimensionals underneath to kind of give it that pop. For the video, I'm not going to sit here and cut and then pop it up, but you guys can know that's how to do it. I'm just going to show you how I colored the rest of this just to make it have that much detail. So for this one, I'm mainly focusing on the leaves and using another one of those new in colors, the Tranquil Tide, to just go around those leaves and add extra detail to make it really pop. All right, here we go. More speed coloring. And there you can see this is our finished colored flower. Didn't it turn out so pretty? So for the next step, I would just take my wonderful paper snips and cut out just all along those individual flowers and stick that on top of another one. Well, I hope you guys liked my simple card tutorial for today. I just wanted to show you guys, I've got a lot of new stampers joining me, that a card does not have to be super complicated to be lovely. You don't necessarily have to buy all the things in the catalog to make really beautiful projects. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you guys next week. Bye-bye.